As you might or might not have noticed, there was a 4-month gap in between my first 2 videos. And the reason for that is I moved, as you might be able to tell from this corner of the room. And while moving certainly was one of my better excuses, it still was an excuse. I had plenty of free time to draw or make videos. I didn't. But I guess there's no point in looking back and complaining. I'm back on track now. And that's all that counts. On a quick side note, I'll also leave this as is and only unpack the stuff as I need it. And after a certain time has gone by since my move, I'll just get rid of the things that still remain in the boxes. I got this idea from the book Deep Work by Cal Newport. I really like this book, can recommend. Since I thought I'd be getting started with this whole thing 4 months ago, I also started drawing 4 months ago and then stopped shortly after when I decided I'll wait until after the move. And don't worry, I'm still at 0, as you will see, but just for the sake of completion, I'm gonna give you a quick recap of what I've been doing. I needed a benchmark of my current drawing ability, so what I did is I just drew what was on my mind, and that happened to be a giant turtle with jet engines on its back, human for scale. And I did this to the best of my ability, and the way I imagined people who are good at drawing do it too, with thumbnail images beforehand and reference. And of course, a thick black outline always makes everything look better. I think asking what's wrong with this would not get me very far, because it's such a train wreck of a drawing. What I should be asking instead is, which aspects of it are the worst? And I think those are definitely form, construction and perspective. So that's what I should be practicing. However, that's not what I practiced, of course. I did some research on how turtles look like. Don't know if it helped. Maybe. And then motor exercises. This is just a bunch of ellipses, even though it looks like mindless scribbles. That's because those ellipses have been drawn way too fast and unprecise, and all over top of each other. So this page taught me nothing. More ellipses, more ellipses, more ellipses, some straight lines, more ellipses, straight lines, boxes, boxes, more boxes in a sphere, more boxes, and some thumbnails for another drawing. So those have been all in all 7 hours of drawing, if you can call it that, back in April and March. And I really had the wrong focus. I shouldn't be doing that much motor exercise because I think it's really secondary. What I should be doing is deepen my understanding of volume in 3D space. And this week, what I did is, this is the only page that's not strictly a motor exercise, even though it's ellipses and straight lines again. Straight. So what I learned this week is that I'm using motor exercises as procrastination. What I should be doing next week is not do motor exercises, or if I do them, only as a warm-up, maybe 10 minutes at most, and then move on to some real drawing. I'm still somewhat uncertain about how drawing actually works. Am I supposed to visualize everything in my head and then just draw what I perceive in my mind? Or am I supposed to construct everything on paper and see where it goes? Because depending on which way I'm supposed to do it, I'd have to practice fundamentally different. When I visualize things first, then I need to be good at drawing from perception. Whereas when I construct things, I don't need that as much or at all. So I'm not quite sure how good practice looks like, even though I just dedicated a 15-minute video to it. I guess that video is helpful if you already know this stuff or have found a way for yourself to make it work. But if not, how do I tackle this problem? Do I just try it out? Is it clear what I mean? Most artists I watch on YouTube seem to just construct everything. Whereas Kim Young-gi, for example, he says he visualizes about 60 to 70% of his entire drawing. And he has these huge drawings with hundreds of people in it. And he starts in one corner and in the other corner, and then he connects them and it makes coherent sense. So I'm not sure which way to go. I guess the thing that I have to learn before I learn to draw is how to not second guess myself or my method. Even if I were to practice with suboptimal method for a couple of months maybe, what's a couple of months in life? I can afford to do that. The thing that matters is that I draw more, and the thing that matters most is that I draw something else than ellipses and straight lines. Just do it. I guess that's a cheesy way to end the video, but oh well. See you in the next one. Stay tuned.